The Large Hadron Collider in CERN could be shutting down amid Europe's energy crisis. The Switzerland-based organization is engaged in talks with French power giant EDF and has requested a day's notice should the CERN need to consume less electricity. Energy prices in Europe have surged since 2021, but the situation worsened drastically after a vast majority of European nations imposed sanctions against Russia. And the stiff restrictions, however, backfired, pushing energy costs through the roof. The world's largest accelerator, the Large Hadron Collider, could be shut down amid a crippling energy crisis in Europe, according to Wall Street Journal reports. The European Organization for Nuclear Research, CERN for short, is drafting plans to shut down some of its particle accelerators, as well as investigating how to safely turn off the Large Hadron Collider at times of peak demand. Serge Claudette, chair of the Center Energy Management Panel, said, saying our concern is really grid stability because we do all we can to prevent a blackout in our region, Claudette was cited as saying. CERN seeks to keep the collider operating in order to avoid an abrupt shutdown that could disrupt the 4.4 billion machine, which famously confirmed the existence of the Higgs boson particle, a force-carrying particle responsible for granting other particles their mass. Currently, CERN is looking for particles that could potentially constitute dark matter. The colossal collider, which occupies a circular tunnel nearly 27 kilometers in circumference, is one of 8 accelerators in the complex. There are also 2 particle decelerators to study antimatter. The Switzerland-based organization is engaged in talks with French power giant EDF and has requested a day's notice should the CERN need to consume less electricity. EDF has been struggling to fix corrosion problems at its nuclear plants. According to Claudette, the center plans to prioritize shutting down other accelerators besides the Large Hadron Collider, reducing electricity consumption by 25%. Closing the world's largest particle accelerator, CERN of course, which consumes a third as much power as all of Geneva, you can imagine, would save another 25%, although it could set back experiments at the collider for weeks. The machine relies on superconducting magnets that have to be cooled down to minus 456 degrees Fahrenheit, even when the beam is turned off. For now, CERN officials are discussing plans to pause experiments that will later be presented to the governments that fund the organization. Claudette said, if we are given a budget to do science and voluntarily we stop science to spare energy, we have to make sure we have the support of the respective countries. The contingency plans are on the table after Russia energy giant Gazprom shut down the Nord Stream gas pipeline indefinitely, and Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov explained that the violation of the maintenance agreements of the pipeline equipment by Europe was behind the shutdown. This is on Bended Reality. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.